Hey everybody, it's me, Tom Engelberger, with week 2 of Two-Head Summer of Something. That's right, this summer we're celebrating Two-Headed Chicken #1 being out as a paperback. Look at that, it's nice and floppy now. And cheaper. So anyway, we're celebrating that by having another Summer of Something. It's going to be a bunch of things you can do instead of doing nothing. Don't do nothing, do something. All right. What is the something? Well, the something is upgrading our letters. We want to be able to make really awesome letters. And last week, I showed you how to turn squares into a whole alphabet like that. Well, I promised that I would show you a way to make things a little fancier. These are pretty simple. I love them, but they're very simple. You might want to try something a little fancier, a little weirder, a little more old-fashioned, or a little more new-fashioned. So let's give it a shot. All right, let me sit down and let me show you the quick way to get started here. Now, if anybody's seen my book, Two-Headed Chicken #2, you know that I love werewolves. All right, so let's write the word werewolf. Now, we could write it like this. Okay, we could write it like this, which is what I showed you last week. Oops. Well, I'm writing it upside down, but you understand what I'm saying. Wolfware. It's a werewolf. Okay. All right. So that's not bad. That's nice. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it a little spookier looking. Watch this. When we draw that first box, it's going to make it super wiggly. Okay, I think you can see where this is headed. Okay, the lines across will be super wiggly, and the lines up and down will be super wiggly. All right, let's see if we can now add some more wiggly lines to make it say werewolf. This time we'll get it right. Werewolf. There we go. What do you think? That looks a lot better for a werewolf, don't you think? Let's see what let's ask an actual werewolf. He says, "Yay, it's thumbs up, but I don't have thumbs. I only have claws." Okay. All right. That's enough of that. All right. Let's move on. Got a little silly. All right. So there's one way you can quickly make some more interesting letters. All right. Now I'm going to show you another way. Let's see here. Let's just do A, B, C, D for now instead of the whole alphabet. So A, B, C, and D. Okay. In fact, I'll show you how we did them last week, and then I'll show you how we're going to do this week. So last week we just went real quick. A, B, C, D, like that. Okay, those were fine. Nothing wrong with them. But this week we're going to just make them more interesting simply by not running them straight down the middle. Look at this. Oops, I made the... All right, already those letters are kind of wacky looking. All right, what if we put the lines over on the other side like this? Oops, could have done better on that one. Just giving them a lot more character, but all we did was a little change that was super simple. All right, now let's try another super simple change. A, B, C, D. Okay, this time we're going to make not just lines, but little boxes. So what if we make a box here and a box there? Then we color that in. A couple of boxes for the B Okay, a nice big box here for the C. And then a little one there to connect it over there. And the D could have a box like this. And this time we'll definitely give it nice, chunky triangles in the corner. All right, notice how this C made really skinny letters. Let's try it making skinny letters. All right, now things are getting a little wobbly here. That's all right, it's gonna give my letters some character. So we're gonna make super skinny letters by making the boxes almost as big as the frame. There we go. Okay, I'm rushing through this a little bit because I want to give you guys time to finish watching the video and get to work making your own. Let's see here. And if we're going to make the D super big like that, we're going to make those like that. There we go. And of course, you could make the boxes really tiny. Here's another idea. What if you make those same boxes that we made up top here, but you do them on one side or the other like we did here? Let's try it out. So what we're making now is fonts. We're making our own fonts. Every time we make something new, it's like a new font. If you make one that's really cool, you should give it a name, you know, like, well, don't call it Comic Sans. Come up with something else. All right, let's see here. This and this. All right, I kind of like that one, nice and chunky. You could do them on the other side. You can put them all low or all high. You can do it any way you want. That's the whole idea here. All right, so that's your challenge for next week is start simple, start making changes until you've created your own font, and maybe even pick a name for your font, and then write something cool with it and submit it to Webmaster Sam for week 2 of the Summer of Something. And then I'll be back next week to show you how to take things to even the next level with this. We'll see how far we go. Somewhere during the summer, we should come up with something pretty awesome. The important thing is that we're not doing nothing, we're doing something. So I'll see you back here next week for more something.